Apologies for the late stream. Welcome to the 9th episode of our All the Mods 9 to the Sky live stream. Today's episode will be working on the Ars Nouveau magic mod. And its quest line. There's a lot of glyphs to make. A whole bunch of cool stuff for us to explore. Never really done a magic mod like this before, so this will be interesting. Get ourselves a notebook. Actually, before we really start that, let's finish up these growth pulsars that just are plaguing us. Finish this up real quick. We should have a nice amount of diamonds now. Alright. That farm is done. Just this last field. There, we're not feeding so much. Okay, first row is done. Now I go all the way down with this. These run out so fast. This should hopefully be the last batch. Need a little bit more. Nine. Boom. Then there's the little wood maker over here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 19, 20. Let's just do the single because I'm going to lose count eventually. Take this all the way down. Oops. I'm just going to leave it one over. Bit too many, but it works. So this does not get all the modium. Let's just borrow some source berries. Actually, I don't need to go to the crafting table. Alright, now that we have the source berries. Why is this hole here? There. One more? Whatever. Quest time. First, we need this novice spellbook. Novice spellbook. Not too expensive. The iron pickaxe, iron shovel, iron sword, iron axe. Voila. The touch spell that applies it to a block or an entity that's selected. Self applies to yourself. And projectile. Shoot something. Harm, damages, and break. Break. And it has a search bar too for all the glyphs you have. Okay, we have the archwood logs from previous episode. But we can probably just go right into the mage's spellbook. Spellbook. An ETM for the creative one. Okay, here too. We could probably go right even up to level 3 here. Oh, we need to defeat the wild and chimera before we could do tier 3. Otherwise, we could have a totem of undying lying around. Creating your first spell. Each spell must have a form. You could start off with 3 basic forms. For the effect that determines what happens when you cast this spell, you can have up to 9 effects per spell. For starters, you can have harm and break. Select one form and one effect, and name your spell and click create. Okay, let's get a dummy. Training. That not in here? Hay barrel. Another usually is a mod in these types of packs that adds like a training dummy that you could test your damage. But I guess it's not in here. Oh, okay. Besides that, so we could do touch and then break. Create. Spell name. Mine. Create. So what am I going over here? We have a storage system right here. So if we get some cobblestone. If I just hold right click, it uses our mana bar, the purple in the lower left. And it mines. Pretty fast, too. There's a full stack. Look at that speed. So all we have to worry about is increasing our total mana capacity and regeneration. Can this vein mine? No, I can't vein mine. The pickaxes are still better because of the vein mine, but that mine's a lot faster. Wait, I started with a stack and a stack. That duplicate? Okay, if we do projectile with harm, pew pew, we create this, and we can let's see, is this a particle? Yeah, it's a particle. Look at that. How much this does. Alright. Let's continue on with our quest. Dowsing rod gives you a magic find and use. This allows you to see nearby magic creatures as well as helping you find amethyst. What was that called again? That's not what I wanted. Dowsing rod. Dowsing rod. That's very cheap to make. For durability. Okay, creating your first spell. We did that. Mana. Yeah, that's that bar down here. On a regen potion and some experience. Scribe's table. I think we need to defeat that one boss in order to do tier 3 and up. Scribing table. Scribe table. Okay, we have the scribe table. So if we get some cobble. No. Get a little bit fancy with it. The sky stone. Do we have sky stone? So we can make a few of these blocks.
I'm not allowed to talk to you?
Hello, Preston first.
How are you this morning? You got a pause screen on?
Doing pretty well. I can't hear you through Discord. I didn't know you said something.
I heard me say I'm not allowed to talk to you.
No, you can. I'm just live streaming episode 9. Yeah.
I'm going to get off because it's echoing.
Make like a wizard tower or something. 3. You could do like 7 out for the little entrance. Personally, I like the look of this skystone brick, especially with the log. Do a bit of, gonna need a bit of storage here. Alright, we could do mine. How do we swap skills?
What you making here?
1. Oh. Yeah, 2 wide or 4 wide. Okay, mine that. Bring this in. 1, 2. This. Got a doorway. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Three, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Bring this out. Okay, now we bring this over. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, and then 2 wood, like on the other side. Bring this up. Okay. Bring this out, and I'm out of brick. Gonna have to make more, aren't we? Let's cook up an inventory. We're probably gonna need quite a bit of this brick. Alright. Voila. Voila. We have brick. Guys, do we smelt this again? Seems that we do. Let's smelt it up again. Definitely need to export this faster. Quite slow. Quite the bottleneck. Voila. Now we can make our brick. Excuse me. Okay, and then out to here. Build this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right here. Voila. Three, 4, 5. Bring this up. 5 should be high enough. This is lift up. Wizard's Tower, more of a room. Either way, it'll work. And we need a roof. Bring this one out. Bit of glowstone. Do we have any spare doors? Yes, we do. Door. And put some glowstone in the floor. Okay, now we can see something. Let's put a scribing table down and a double chest. Interesting. Scribe table. Nice large chest that we can hold stuff. Tier 1 glyphs, Tier 2 glyphs, Tier 3 glyphs. The Tier 1 glyphs require 3 levels of experience to be made. So, manipulation essence makes the glyph of pause. Caster causes the caster to place an item from their inventory to a location. This So, like, you could build from afar, if I'm understanding correctly. Before we start diving directly into all of these glyphs, let's continue onward. The imbuement chamber. I believe this is for doing rituals, which we be doing today. There's a power source. If we travel to our source farm, Jar. Okay. We have 10 source jars here. If we travel here and place down a few source jars, turn this on to start harvesting. Doesn't appear to be... Maybe there's something else we need, because it could just fill with the source. Source gem will need an imbuement chamber. Imbuement. Imbuement chamber. Put this here. Let's grab some gravel. Fill in this hole. There we go. Couple of bricks. Wonder why they're disappearing. Either way. Gonna need some stores. So let's put 3 jars. Next to the source gems. You see, we'll need to either put lapis or amethyst shards into the imbuement chamber. Over time, these will convert into source jars. Okay, so we need lapis or amethyst. Let's use the amethyst. Add source nearby to craft. Okay. For stores, how do we... How do we get the stores? Power system for is called stores. To start collecting, we need some source jars. Stores can be moved in buckets or by breaking and picking up source jars. Perhaps we could also use a pipe. I don't know. The create source using growth of plants. Placing this near growing plants or saplings provide source. Arch for trees provide more source. No, raw or that doesn't use. Okay, so we're going to need. Oh, so you get source from killing mobs or breeding. Volcanic by consuming burnable items like lava. See, there's potions. Okay, you just got a thing that you can hold a large amount of potion. See, from nearby food. Then we need source gems for this. Okay, so it's quite slow to start. That's, well, we could fix that. Now how... Okay, how do we... Is that reset back to normal? So we used an entire hour speeding that up? That's not what that's called. Called a hydro. This.
Yeah, I drove this.
Source link. Let's put one right here. And one extra over here. That's cool. So the cactus growing does the source. Now if I turn on this farm, now that's really filling. 35%, 45, 55. That's gonna fill fast. Let's make this hold extra amounts of source. Here, let's try to see if we can actually pump this out. So if I put a pipe, okay, so it doesn't seem to connect. The bottom? Yeah, it doesn't connect. That's unfortunate. Alright, what's next? Might as well make the rest. Just have them in our storage. We use a chest. So we can automate this. Pipe. But do this. Pull. Okay, so it pulls too fast. We can't be having this. And this pulls too fast. Yeah, that should be very fast once they're all filling. Yeah, it's much faster. Okay, stores, gemstones, source stone. How do we make this? Okay, that seems easy enough. Source stone. And source link. We need like 8 of these source gems so we can make one of each of these input devices. The sounds certainly seem to be getting faster. 7, 8. Volcanic. And then alchemical. Do we have any melon? Okay, we have a bit of melon. Break this. Put this away. This should grow like in an instant. Voila. And then last but not least, we've got all 4. Potion jar. Storage jar. I need this essence. 1 bucket of milk. Fermented spider eye. And sugar. Sugar. So if we put this, the pedestal. No. Now what did that say? If pedestals are required, they need to be placed with 1 block around the chamber. Ars head. Arcane pedestal. We're gonna need 3. One, 2. Gonna need more. Three. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now that we have this, what's that middle ingredient? Potion jar. Source gem. Good thing we don't have that. Okay. Source jar. Okay, this is infusing. Okay, we got our essence. So it doesn't use the resources. Potion jar. Okay, we got all of them. more pedestals. I'm gonna need like 16 of these. So if we put more of these jars, would this increase the speed? Let's get up to like 16. Almost there. 14. 15. While this one's doing, we're gonna make one more imbuement jar or chamber. And with this one, I'll put this right here so it's nearby this system of source jars. So use some of the magic off of it. Make 4 sets of these source stones. Then 4 more of these pedestals. That way we could do bigger recipes. There. Okay, what's next? Ritual Bruiser. Now we can perform these rituals. Ritual Bruiser. We need a source block. Then arcane pedestal. And we can make the brazier. There's a lot of glyphs. Chanting apparatus. Summoning help. Mage bloom seed. When using our enchanting apparatus structure, we'll need to craft our first mage bloom seed. This seed will help us create some magical clothing. Spell parchment, runic chalk, and mage bloom fiber. Alteration, blank thread, pouch, chalk, wixie hat, spell bag, challenge. What does this do? Okay, so if we take our source jars, do our source jars in the corners. Let's do the brazier in the middle that has access to these jars. Put this last one back. Or off to the side, actually. We should just be able to get right to actually fighting this. What does this do? That seems interesting. Overgrowth. Occasionally bone meals blocks around it. Also grows baby animals faster. Flight? Short rate of flight buff. Try this summon wilding. A wild summon. Okay, so how do we summon? Do we just put this in? Awaiting activation. So if we right click, that looks cool. Where'd it go? Okay, so we got some stuff. Use like 2 more. Just get some resources going. Yeah, right click with an empty hand. This ritual, it spawns a random of these wildens. Either this bear looking thing, this hunter, or the bat looking one. Rebounding on her armor is doing work. It sends them off over to Narnia. Okay, we got a few different resources. Should we start doing some of these glyphs? Oh. Make the Archmage spellbook. This requires the Wilden Tribute, Wilden or Chimera. Let's see. When augmented with Wilden Spike, Horn, and Wing, the summon will spawn the Chimera, a challenging destruct. If summoning the Chimera, this ritual will destroy blocks around the brazier. So what I'm thinking is if we probably do obsidian. Hi. I mean, that is better than our helmet. Emeralds. Diamond. 25,000 diamonds. And we have a helmet. Thanks for your business. Make an anvil. Okay, there we go. Got this added to our helmet. Let's kill him. Obsidian does have a really high breaking point. So hopefully it won't destroy our house here. Need more obsidian, like a lot more obsidian. That should be enough obsidian. Go around the edge. And we can just use our wand. break this. Obsidian. Boom. Fully obsidian on the roof. Let's put the torch down here. It says this will break it. So let's just use one source jar. Because I think this needs source. Do one of each of these materials, like it said. Then do a summon Wilden. Brazier. Summon. 2, 3. Maybe it doesn't? I guess it doesn't. Now that looks pretty. Rainbow. Well, I mean... Here, let's... Okay, so it is immune to magic. And we just, like, counter it. Because we could fly, our armor is very strong. It is immune to magic, but, well, we have the sword. Wow, we beat it. Okay. And we should have the stuff, maybe. Archmage. Curse of, or Totem of Undying. Did we not have one? I thought we had one. Oh, we have one. Now we have one. Spellbook. Spellbook. Tier 3. The tier 3 glyphs. If we come inside our house, let's just claim everything. The fire essence, got horns, the jar. Put this stuff away. Keep the essence. Get a bunch of gems. Got some tier 1 runes. Put the regen potion. Keep that. I don't know what we're gonna need it for. Put this stuff here in case we need it. See, you have not unlocked it. Place a rune on the ground. Let's unlock these 2 runes. Cool. Elemental air launches an entity or block into the air. Can be used for large jumps, eating mobs in the sky, or for scaling mountains. Sensitivity will stop launching block. Okay, so if we remove this, we do self, just 4 tiers of launch. We go outside, we just apply this. Whee! You go flying. You have creative flight, so we're immune to fall damage. Okay, so if I do this... No. Rune. So rune, unlike runes placed by recharge sharks, temporary cannot be recharged when item picked up. I see. So what else do we got? That was interesting. What kind of runes do we have? Item pickup, interact. What does this do? Or just make everything? Glyph. Glyph? Glyph. Here. 1. Alright. Bounce. Climb. So let's actually bring these pedestals inside the house. An imbuement chamber. Let's bring this, how about over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Grab these source jars. I believe it said it needed to be within 1 block. 4, 5. Okay. Grab table. Bucket of milk. 1 fermented eye. Sugar. Milk. Spider eye. This. Now if we put this in here, this will start crafting. Let's make a few of these essences. I see. So it's what? 20%? Yeah, it's 20% per. So let's just use 1 full jar. 5 essence. Voila. So just place, yeah, just place the materials right on the table. Um. Huh? I don't understand. Scribe table. I have the 3. How do I? I don't understand. One, two, three? No. Let's see. If you want to cast better spells, then you scribe tables to unlock new groups. 3 tiers of Glyth to unlock. It requires more expense. It's also used to attach spells to spark attachments. Do this spark. Right click on scripts your spell book. You just have the end stuff inside of your inventory. She increases the power of most spells. Accelerate increases the speed. AoE. Sensitive, randomize, amplify. That would be handy to have. If I put my pickaxe away so it doesn't eat it, let's make a pickaxe. If I click into here, amplify, select. Boom. Okay, now this is crafting. That's cool. So right click. I also saw homing. That probably would be helpful. So let's make another. Do we have one? No. Soul sand. Let's go kill a wither real quick to get that homing projectile. No reason of firing all the mana we have if you could just make them actually hit their target. See, this one is not weak. It is not resistant to magic. So if we do projectile and 4 sets of harm, how much damage does this do? 4. That is not a lot, is it? Night vision. We have our nether star now. 100-foot arc homing projectile. Okay, so nether star. Ender eye. The dowsing rod? That looks like a dowsing rod. Okay. And then manipulation essence. What do we need? Redstone. Redstone. Need a clock. A clock. Then lastly, a button. So if we put source gem in here, it'll start taking up source and craft what we're looking for. Let's make like 5. Let's use this first one into here while it's waiting. Okay, this is done. This is tier 3. Two. Make, what, 2 more? Or 1 more? Four, two, one. Amplify. Homing projectile. Augment by self. Touch. Break. We do 3 on the break. How fast does this mine obsidian? Instantly. So that's pretty handy. Going proc the harm 2 amplify. So then if I shoot this, I had a dummy. How about one of these? This pigman. You got, what is it, 12 hearts? If I shoot this, oh, it turned and did 11 damage to this. So it does it to the nearest, and he went to Narnia. Alright, that's pretty good. So 11 hearts. Give me that. You can only have 2. I see. What is this ability? Regen 1. We have that. What other glyphs can we make? Temporary block. Dampenance. Accelerate. AoE. Sensitive. Randomize. Decelerate. Duration down. Send time. Extract. Luck. Pierce. Bounce. Split. Oh, let's just start making stuff. Target. Select. Pause. Making the spell. Redstone signal. The manipulation. Redstone. There we go. What else do we got? Coal. We can make that. Voila. Interact. Lever. Stone. And pressure pad. Make a stone one. Interact. So it's not a stone. How about a wood? Okay, it was a wood one. Then a manipulation as explosion. Gravity name monobubble. Okay, we don't have that. Invisibility. Infuse. Heal. Make heal. Golden. Make a golden apple. Then it needs the 4 melons. Then one of these. 2, 3, 4. Boom. Now we have heal. If I go in here, self, heal, 2 on the amplify, and another heal. Heal. Okay, so if I damage myself, I really need to just. I can't even damage myself like that. Well, we have heal. No idea how much it heals for, though. Okay, summon Steed. Spike. Smelt. Slow fall. Sense magic. Potions spores. Phantom breath. Grow. Infuse. Invisibility. Mana bubble. What smells? Ignite. Harvest. Dispel. Delay. Cut. Craft. So you just have a crafting thing here too? Homing or propagate homing. Bounce. Age block. Pierce. Accelerate. Let's make accelerate. That is a clock. Clock. Then it needs a redstone. And then a powered rail. Accelerate. Now it's sugar, not redstone. Sugar. Sugar, clock, powered rail. Okay, so if we do homing projectile, accelerate, arm, then 2 on the amplify, Q. Okay, we got ourselves a zombie. So if we shoot it, did 2.5 hearts when he has 4 armor. Okay. Nice. This dealt 2.5 hearts and 3.5 hearts. Yeah, 3.5 hearts. What else we got? Underfoot. AoE. Sensitive. Randomize. Sends time. in time. Where was it? Make a clock. Let's just leave it like this. Any other spells? Conjure water. Cold snap. What does cold snap do? Our next page. The wind shear increases the amount based on blink, burst, fangs, glide, orbit, lingers, lightning, lifelink, tangible, hex, rewind, summon decoy, undead, vex, wall, make a wall. You could filters. Hmm. Homing. So we could do what, 10 now? So if we do bunch on harm, amplify, this should hopefully do a lot of damage. Let's see. It did 5.5. Homing projectile. So like 5 hearts. So we do harm, amplify, harm, amplify, harm, amplify. What does this do? Okay, this is full. We shoot this. It deals the same amount. So with a bunch of armor, it does like nothing. Hmm. Yeah, let's move on with making stuff. Enchanting apparatus. There we go. Enchanting apparatus. So what's next? Integration. Hmm. So those are pedestals. Pedestals. So needs what, 8? 2, 3 here. Voila. Chanting apparatus. Let's do storage jars. Okay. I need arcane core. What does this do? Oh, it must be placed underneath. Okay, let's move this over a little bit. Arcane core. Apparatus. Next. Storage jar. Wand. Any enchanting wand. Any more of these gems? Let's put chests down so we can just hold our recipes. So it's what? 4 per? Sometimes 6? So if we go out here, gather these storage jars, then we can use them as we like. Do a wall of jars. Very jarring wall. Okay, now for the wand. The stick. Then gold. We need 1 gold. 2 of these. And then 1 stick. I'll start crafting. Here we got dumb. That's not what I was. That is what I made. Bell turret. I need 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get half a stack of gold. Put 2. I wonder if this requires special orientation of the items. The wand, air essence, air essence. We have 1 manipulation essence left. Let's just go in the center. What goes in the center? Oh, log. Boom. This certainly look pretty good. All the different colors. Chanting's wand. Can be inscribed with a spell at the. Okay. Cantor's sword. allows you to attach a touch spell to the sword. All spells gained one additional amplify augment to the last spell effect spell on sword. To apply the spell, create a spell without using form. Sword. Okay, so it's a diamond sword. Diamond sword. Needs a diamond. 2 source blocks. So we need 8 of these gems. Now let's go put these 2 jars over here so they start filling. Interesting. Let's mine 3. Move them over so we have source. And 2 gold blocks. 1 diamond. 2 blocks. Now over here we need 5 more of these source gems. And we have 1. Oh, interesting. So it has an order of whichever takes the source. Now we place this. It should start once we put in the sword. There it is. Enchanter's sword. Now what can we do with this? Can we enchant it? Okay, we can put like enchants on it. Increase the base damage, whatnot. Okay, what else? Enchanter's bow. The cost of mana can spell arrows and will apply spells on their target. If you have no deals 0 damage, will be cast. There's not enough regular arrows borrowed instead. So you need arrows. We need one of these. We're gonna need a bow. Bow. Okay, got the bow. Then next, need another block. 2. 3. Then we need a manipulation essence, which is this. Gonna need another source gem for the recipe. Manipulation essence. Put this in here. Block of gold. What are we missing? Oh, source gem block. Boom. Okay, now we'll have a magic bow. Okay, what else do we got? Shield. mirror. Okay, so these give mana back. Ring. Lesser discount. That looks like it'd be worth its cost. We need 2 of these. We need this away. Craft ourselves 2 swords, because we're going to be making both of these. Assuming we can wear both anyway. This is an upgrade of that, so might need 3 just for the recipe. Hey, what else? 1, 2. Diamonds. Just a few. Ender pearls. Says we need 4 diamonds. There's 2 pearls. We need 1 more source gem. Oh. Gotta be finished with the recipe before we can put the ring in. And now it starts spinning. Looking all pretty. Ring of lesser mana cost. Increases our max mana and mana regen. So then if we do the recipe again. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And 2 more shards. Or 2 more gems, I mean. One, 2. Ring of potential. So start crafting. Okay, now to make tier 2, we need blaze rods. Sub the ender pearls. 1, 2. Then 4 diamonds. And then what? 2 source gems? Was it? Yes, 2 source gems. Okay, we have 2 source gems. Take our ring and let's upgrade. Boom. What else is there? Amulet. Mana regen and max mana. See, what can we hold? How many amulet slots do we have? The ring. Magic book, QIO, deep learner, line, belts, 1 necklace. 2 more, I'd say more regen. Mage light torch, mundane belt, gold trinket. So 4 gems and 4 of these diamonds. 3. 4. Oh, I see. It's 3 diamonds. Four. Oh, I miscounted. It's 5, not 4. It's 5. There we go. How do we make the mono regen? 2 diamonds. It's 2 gold, right? Yes, and 4 gems. floating back into the world. Alright, we're back in. You sell saplings, like all the fruit trees. Get the mithril, neat integrate dynamics. Got rice. Got the wild stuff. Got tree fertilizer. Sells a bunch of different seeds. So you can make any food that you want. Go back inside. Let's see, we need the desert thing. Conjure desert. Grab our ritual. Because we want this whole in oil, and it needs to be in a desert. So let's get some cobble. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Build. No, let's build down. Yeah, let's build down. Why is the frames not framing? Whatever, let's just face this direction. The ritual chamber. Come up here, vein mine. I'll place a block under. Conjure desert. Activate. Oh, it needs source. Maybe it's the farm? The market here that's causing the lag? Just toss it. Oh, definitely not. Causing all this lag. We don't need any more cactus. Let's just break it for now. Let's turn off our farm. Doesn't really need. Turn off this because it's full. No reason to keep the farms on if they're not even producing anything. Right, we need source. So let's just grab all these source jars. 2, 3. Okay, it's running. Slowly eating up source. Hmm. This is it? Hmm. Let's try connecting this up. See, does this get oil now? No. Odd. This is still... What is in desert? So is it just on the wrong Y level? Okay, min 20, max 60. So yeah, it just needs to be lower. Let's do 40. Okay, now it's producing crude oil. So that does indeed change the biome type. 2, 3, 4. Bring this over. 2, 3, 4. Here. Down. We're going to need a couple of more. That should be sufficient. 40. Two, three, four. In. Auto. In. In. Might have to separate these because of the item export. Let's do this here. 3. Now we draw. This will start producing oil. We got some upgrades, but we do need a couple more. Let's make them. 1, 2. 2, 3. 1, 2. Make some fire chargers to make this lumen that we're missing. Wait, hold on. Don't want that. 4. Make up a couple gears. 1, 2. Stack of hardened glass. 1 of these tier 4 or tier 3s. So we need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm not really sure what this Budaman is used for. So let's just collect some of it. Oh. This has to be rotated completely around because it has to be able to connect. And that facing forward won't allow it because it can't connect to the face of the machine. Okay, out. output for items, output for items, output for items, output for items. We connect it. Make this back to none. Pull, pull, pull. So chest. Then when it overflows, it will go to the trash. Left on heavy oil. Pull. God, that did not mean to do that. I got a vein mine at all. That sucks. Free light oil. Put this Budamin away. What is this used for? Okay, so it's like coal. So I could process into a bit more heavy oil and tar. Coke. What is coke used for? Smells good item. Voila. Coal on all of these. Now if we do this, it'll always find one to put it in. Put this on none, so it doesn't connect. There we go. Now we go up by 2, over by 1. Now we go in. Set this to pull. And then connect this up. It'll start processing the crude oil. One, two, three, four, make 6. Make 3. Enderium. This is so much durability. Enderium? 7,000? Thermal augment. Need 2 more of these augments. 2, 3. 2. 1, 2. 1, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Making the refined fuel. Okay, we have refined fuel. Now if we hook this in, this is now using the refined fuel to make power. Already generated 9, 10 million, 11, using 18 mil buckets per tick. And it's generating upwards of 50,000. Looks like it's consistently producing around 25,000 with this level of oil. We don't really need this many. Seems to be lacking. So let's just try one still. Okay, it seems stable. This would really be better when it backs up fully. Fluid intake, sensory modules. Where's the power? Where do you connect up the cable? No? No. Is it battery? No. Did I not make the power? Advanced power. Advanced generator. See, it's not this. Mixing chamber? No. Pressure gas. Emitter. Do they not have the emitter available for you to gather? The sensor module allows you to control it. Turbines for energy, fuel tanks for fuel, and power capacitor for storage. Redstone control for redstone control. Gas mixtures efficiency. Fluid intake valve for fluid air mix. There is more efficiency. So the power emitter module is what we're missing. Module. Redstone heat exchanger. Yeah. So this will have 250 million energy soon, and we can't even output it. That is something else. Okay, so refined, refined fuel. Because there was another compression dynamo that we can make. Make 12. Okay, so if I put this to fluids, connect all these to power. Thermal, augment. Wonder if we could hook up augments into these. Can we? We can. That'll up the how much it produces. 12. Okay, next is these signal gears to make these tier 2. Next is these tier 3s. Okay, we have 12. Need quite a few of these. Let's just make them all. Now we need lead gears. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Energy tank. filter. Which one produces more power? Cactus. Increases generation but reduces efficiency. Increases fuel efficiency, prevents. So we need this. Singulum plates. Should just make a stack. There we go. Silver gears. We still need more anyway. Let's just make another stack of each. Processing. Put the stuff away. Okay, mechanical pipe. Let's back this up a bit. Is this backing up? Yeah, it's backing up a little. So let's open up a second to start receiving the fuel. Just do one generator for now. Let's get like, I don't know, 10 buckets of fine fuel backed up. This makes sulfur. How many buckets can this hold? 16? We want to know what the maximum output this does. And if it has any waste. Max production 640 RF per tick. That's not that good, is it? Let's fill this in. Okay, so it's making the max amount. Let's just hook all of them up. So this is like early game power. Not exactly good for our level of consumption. Okay, this is full. Now how does this back up? These can backlog 800,000 energy. So this is the worst because you can't actually withdraw the power. Which is like interesting. I want to see if this output. It's decreasing, so you need to have storage. These are storing as well. At 500,000. $600,000. So we'll make both of these. So this makes an island 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beyond the thing. Rune brazier. vein mine. And then put the source jar. 2. Let's just leave the 1 for now until it empties. Let's do the deep dark. Okay, so it can't do it from above. What do you mean source needed? That's intriguing. So it doesn't recognize this as a valid jar source? Let's fill up our other empty jars while that is processing. Two, 3. There we go. That'll start filling, well, eventually, when we turn it back on. That's interesting. Let's break the shrieker so it doesn't actually spawn a warden. Gotta love the darkness effect. Is there any Aldomodium in this? Anyway. Wait, there's a shrieker over here. Then here's the third shrieker, because it needs 3 shriekers to spawn a warden. Like this one right here, for example. Did that warden just get yeeted into next week? And it's spawning another one. Bro, can you stop spawning to darkness? Very riveting gameplay right here. You can't even see what's in front of us. Eight, 7, 6. And it refreshed? Let's go to the warden. So I should be able to just move around. Do we need to break the sensors too? I thought it was just the shriekers that could spawn them. Drink this milk. And now, can I move around without summoning a warden? Seems to be the case. Let's go out like 20. Okay, put down our deal. And then we give it some source. Running. Nice. Let's put the source jar away while we're waiting for that island to finish spawning in. Is it making a literal village of... I think it is. Look at this. It's making a whole village for sorcery. He's shady. This it hasn't rendered in their house. Huh? Odd. No idea. So let's put in a mega torch so nothing spawns. Grab our altar here. Put back inside the house. For the next use. See, what can we do next? Perhaps we could try some power reactors. Because this power generation was just disappointing. Energy cells. These can hold a max of 2 billion. This is everything that deals with energy. We've got pipe, hoppers, discharger, energy cells. Let's just go to upgrade the reactor. Because that's usually the traditional. AFK for a moment. Apologies for for me being away. I had to let out the dog. Alright, power. Reactor. You start out with the basic one. Means you need the uraninite. Do we have any uraninite? No. How do we get uraninite? Okay. Uraninite. So we convert a bunch of uranium into uraninite using the energizing orb. Make some stone bricks for an area. Or what we could do is do a third level for this building here. We can't really hold anymore. Why is this putting random junk in it? So let's just pause this. Voila. Glowstone. Let's build one up, and then we'll use the one to build a few more up. Probably gonna need more brick. Make some. Let's dupe it. Get like 16,000 of the stuff. And let's get duping. Boom. Voila. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. This is a soul stone. Let's just leave that. Let's use this area here. 7. You know, I can start putting glowstone around. Boom. Glowstone. Not that mobs can spawn. Okay. One energizing orb. Then with these, we'll put them here. Wait, diamond seeds. Why does it do this? Platinum, diamonds, platinum, nature. put this extra ender chest over here just in case we need more essence, but I doubt it. Now, we have this space available. Let's connect a pipe from downstairs to connect it to our power system. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. To here. Okay, now we need the charging lasers. Reactor. Uraninite. This also needs uraninite, so we actually do need some urania fields. One, two. 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. That should be enough. 6, 7. 7. Let's upgrade these. 2. There we go. 5. 7. 5, 6, or 4. Make another stack of these. 7. Energized steel. We don't have any of that. So we're just gonna have to use these for now. Is there any uranium? No, the uranium is being moved into here. Okay. Let's get 3 red dye. This is beetroot. Grab our ender chest here. Put it here. Put it on triple red, because that's what this one is on. Pull out a logistical cable. Then we pull. This will also pull the uranium into this system, so it shouldn't run out of fuel anytime soon. Why is this getting lapis? Anyway. Uranium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many seeds should we make? Like 16? 6. Let's see, 16.6, that'd be 64 of these Uranianites. At least this is processing at a decent rate. There we go. Uranianite.